There we go. What it do, YouTube? We are back with another one. Alright. I've been meaning to speak on this for, I want to say, about a week and a half now. But I'm going to speak on one of the hottest topics to speak on, right? And that would be the OG that they call Unc, Shannon Sharpe, right? Shannon Sharpe, the ex-football player, played for Broncos, played for the Ravens as a Hall of Fame tight end, right? He was at first on Fox Sports with Skip Bayless for some years. That's what he's really known for. The whole Lakers in 5 quote, all that shit comes from that. That ended badly. We all seen that episode where him and Skip got into it kind of roughly, and he stopped working there. Whether he quit or got fired, let go, however. Been in blogs for that. Since then, he's gotten a job with Stephen A. Smith a couple of days out the week on First Take. As Stephen A. Smith's co-host, and he speaks on basketball, football. He speaks on all sports, hockey, baseball. He's really, since coming on that show, has brought a new light. Has a successful podcast. Since joining First Take, he's had that viral interview with Cat Williams. You know, he said that, hey, I've made more money with that Cat Williams interview than any money I made in the NFL. Years playing in the NFL. So since joining First Take, he's been in the blogs about accidentally going on IG Live while having intercourse with a female. I don't know who it was, how old they were, but nothing, no real that I know of, real consequential actions have happened by him being on First Take and that live coming out with him having sex with someone. Now, how do you accidentally go live? Because I know you have to hit live and this and that. Are you sure you want to go live and your caption and this and that? So I don't know how you accidentally go live, but he said to go live. Cool, you accidentally went live, right? And what I do know is ESPN is owned by Disney, right? So with these, when you're working in a corporate world, right? Working in a corporate world is all about connects, contacts, contracts, right? And branding. We all know what type of brand Disney is. A clean cut brand. We all know when it comes to that lifestyle, people are real sensitive about what they attach to their quote unquote brand. That controls their money, branding, customers, how you do business, and You want to stay in business, you gotta conduct right business. So when it comes to these brands, they try to stay away from certain things that would tarnish their brand, right? But like I said, by that situation happening, by him accidentally going live, nothing happened to where he had to make some type of public apology or step away off of air. Nothing happened. But now we're in a situation where Shannon Sharpe is being accused of, I don't want to say the R word in rape, but I'm going to say sexual assault. Shannon Sharpe is, I want to say right now, it should be about 55, mid 50s. A grown man, should have grandkids and stuff like that, children in their 20s type shit. So, you got Shannon Sharpe is being accused from sexual assault by OnlyFans model. She's 21 now, right? Slim OnlyFans. We all know what OnlyFans is, what comes with OnlyFans, how people make their money off the internet, doing what off the internet, and the procedures of that, right? Now, it is said that Shannon and this young lady have been dating for about 2 years now or more, right? 2 years ago, that would make still Shannon in his 50s, and that would make the female, the OnlyFans model, 19 years old, around 19 years old. Which is a big age gap, but not illegal, right? That's still of age. Now, it is said that that's Shannon's type. Shannon's not into the women his age. Shannon's into Caucasian white women, young Caucasian thin white women. That is said to be his type. There's also a rumor that when he was at Fox Sports, one of the producers or some shit like that, he's had a situation with, and he paid her to settle and keep quiet. I didn't hear nothing about that, but that's what they're saying. I don't know. You can look that up. But yeah, so they are in this sexual relationship. It is said that they are both into the dominating bondage, take control type of aggressive sexual acts, right? Of course, she is an IG model, right? Now, somewhere down the line, the relationship starts taking a turn, right? Shannon is now, since being sued for sexual assault, right? There have been text messages leaked. There have been recordings that's been leaked, right? Since being sued, Shannon allegedly tried to settle outside of court with $10 million. But I don't know about y'all, but to anybody, $10 million is good money. Who the hell is not taking $10 million? Right? How many OnlyFans models, right, are making tens of millions of dollars promoting videos and pictures of their body for Cash App and Apple Pay payments? And some of them are prostitutes because they are going to these hotels, meeting with these other, they like to say, creators and collaborators and shit like that, but they're meeting to fuck to make content to put out there and tag each other and try to promote their OnlyFans and their pages to monetize the basic pornography that they're showing the world for a rate. Okay. Now, the problem with Shannon Sharpe trying to settle with $10 million, which is if you didn't do it, for you to try to sell outside of court that quick, makes you, with that much money, makes you look guilty. Right? It makes you look guilty because Diddy did the same thing. Video was old, a lot of shit was old, allegations came back out, threatened to sue, threatened someone's kingdom. Within 24 hours, Diddy wired money, this and that. Diddy wired money and everything, and that kind of made him look guilty. Okay? Now, it's being said that in these messages, in Shannon Sharpe's case, is that you see these messages where this woman is wanting Shannon Sharpe's baby. She wants, as she, in her own words, she wants Shannon Sharpe to put that big black baby in him. She wants to be impregnated with his seed. She's saying things like just a whole bunch of submissive, dominatrix type talk, sexual talk. You know how when you go online and you watch porn and the white girl tells the big hung black guy, oh, I want your baby, I want this and that, and he's ramming her and pounding her. That's the sexual relationship they have, right? She's linked audio of a phone call recording, not the whole phone call recording, just a simple snippet of the phone call recording. And in that phone call recording, they're having a conversation, but you can sense a little bit of frustration from Shannon and some pullback from the OnlyFans model about going somewhere or doing something. And she asks him another question, and he basically says, man, if you keep asking me all that stuff, man, I'm going to choke you out when I see you. Right? She's using that, and her lawyer is using that as Shannon has been the type that's aggressive, dominant, and abusive of this female, even though this female has follow him from place to place, and they maintain a 2-year relationship. She's on record saying, "I want your baby," and he's saying, "Hey, if I'm still fucking with you, by the time my birthday, you could take the whatever out of you and basically be able to get pregnant for me." So that's basically saying you are having unprotected sex with this OnlyFans model. But I'm assuming by y'all having a consistent 2-year relationship and it's sexual, especially with the submissive and dominant roles, the bondage roles, I'm assuming at some point in time, y'all was having sexual intercourse with no protection. Right? Now, at first, the whole situation seems like uh, she'll want money from Shannon. Shannon's kind of iffy on how he gives her money and stuff like that. And in situations like this, dealing with those type of people, it's always about the money and quote unquote insurance. When you have a baby by someone that has no money and this and that, deals on the table, boom, that's the insurance, right? But my thing is when I had a problem with R. Kelly, when I had a problem with all these other folks. Well, R. Kelly's in jail, but I feel like he's only in jail because he didn't have the money to keep them quiet. He didn't, I don't know what happened with that, but you got Shannon Sharpe and this young lady. She's claiming to have been raped by this man and abused and choked by this man. But you follow him from state to state. You've continued a relationship with him. You've continued contact with him. You've made statements of that you want his child. You want him to do you like this. We're going to record our sex. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Buy me this. Buy me that. Right? But you're claiming he sexually assaulted you. But you don't want this is a civil matter. This is a money. This isn't you. I want justice. I want him to go to jail. I've been scared and I've been thinking he's been threatening me. And if I say anything, I'm thinking about my family and the harm he might bring me. Ain't none of that. And Shannon Sharpe is willing to give you $10 million. And I'm hearing when someone settles in a civil case and it's about money and sexual assault victim wants money for being sexually assaulted, I've heard that money isn't taxed. You get all that money. So she would have got all of $10 million. You would have gave the lawyer what, about 2-3 million, 2-3%. You've never seen that type of money before in your life. And this man didn't rape you. But she is going for $50 million. She wants 5 times as much as that, right? But the thing is, we don't know how much money Shannon Sharpe has. All we know is he was about to sign this $100 million deal. Right? Now she's suing for half of that $100 million. He hasn't signed it yet. So we don't know how much Shannon Sharpe is worth, how much money Shannon Sharpe has. Do we know he has $50 million? You sue him for $50 million, he doesn't have $50 million. What is there to do? What is there to do? You don't have to come down low on the price or get nothing at all. Some people say, man, if they were smart and you was gonna go for a $50 million move, you should have waited till he actually got the money, proved he had the money, then went for the money. If that's the way you decided you was gonna go. If you ask me, that's the way you should have went. We had times on these podcasts where you got Cat Williams, you got Monique, you got multiple people telling Shannon, man, you don't need them young girls. Don't get you somebody your age, trunks in your age, man. Don't get nobody that's younger than your own child, bro. What's to come from that? Now, since then, Shannon Sharpe has stepped away from ESPN and First Take, saying he'll come back around the football time, but we don't know if he'll even have, to be honest with you, we don't even know if he'll have his job around that time because ESPN and them, they said, hey, we're going to wait to see how this plays out, right, before we make our decision. But what Shannon Sharpe did wrong, in my opinion, is that he put out those text messages. The text messages prove that, hey, yeah, she doesn't seem like she was a rape victim in those text messages. But like I said in the beginning of the video, you have branding, your sponsorships, connects, contracts. ESPN is owned by Disney. To hear one of your employees being accused of sexual assault by an OnlyFans model is already crazy enough. But releasing videos of actual shit where y'all was actually in a relationship and y'all was in that type of relationship with that, you know, these days, people date, people's bedroom, shit ain't a secret no more. Shit ain't what stays at home don't stay at home no more. Everything's out there, right? What you like, how you like it, it's not supposed to be for the world knowing, but it is now in today's, you know. So now your bosses, your executives, your supervisor, this, people that hire you, people that's thinking about your raise and your next contract and extending this and extending that, and they're attaching that brand to you. And it's coming out that you're being sued for $50 million by OnlyFans model, and you have text messages and voice recordings of these two, right? Now you got these. Now you got your bosses hearing how she likes it rough and she wants to have your big back baby and put your black gravy in me and all this, and people talking up, and your bosses got to see that, and they put those out. Shannon Sharpe and his legal team put that out. If I was Shannon Sharpe, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have said nothing at all. I'm Shannon Sharpe and this is OnlyFans, mama. I could proclaim my innocence, but I'm not saying nothing, and I'm definitely not offering nothing. I'm not offering nothing. A sexual assault case. We ain't talking about no little shit. I could pay $10,000-$20,000 to get rid of you and get done with this shit instead of paying my lawyer. Nah, this is some shit that's gonna cost me my livelihood. I ain't giving you shit. Especially if I know I ain't rape you, I ain't giving you shit. I ain't offering you shit. Definitely like $10 million, because that does what make me guilty. I'm opening up the floodgates. Even after this case, if some shit goes on, that's gonna make a motherfucker want to sue you even more. They're gonna be quicker to try to sue you because they're gonna look at it like shit. Such and such did that and won this. Why can't I? Man, I feel like once you get to a certain light, once you get to a certain task bracket, once you get to a certain stature with celebrity status and shit like that, man, I feel like, bro, you gotta move a certain way. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect your empire, bro. You gotta protect that shit, bro. You got to protect that. You have to. Why are you even allowing people around you that if were to be a liability more than any benefit or stability from them? It's like a you need me, I don't need you. I don't need you. The fuck I need you for? Why even be in a relationship with someone if this shit goes bad? It's all pointing toward me. If all this is said to be a lie and comes out saying this is a lie, this is false, not guilty, do you think that she will face repercussions and disciplinary actions for accusing someone for something like this, spending the court's money and suing someone else and causing someone to spend money to protect themselves, and it comes out saying that you're a lie? Nothing's gonna happen to you. But let Shannon be found guilty. It's over. Now you got people on the internet talking about 19. What he did was not illegal. Have a sexual relationship with a 19-year-old. Someone that is over, someone that you're over twice their age, man. I'm pretty sure you have kids that's older than 21. That's older than 19. I'm pretty sure you got a grandchild or two that's damn near 19. But your type is your type, but that's the type of shit that's gonna crumble your empire. That's gonna crumble your empire. These fetishes. You going after a female that can't fix you a home cooked meal. You going after a female that can't hold you up if your empire come crashing down. If you go broke and then you think she'll, come on, man. Do you think she could hold it afloat? No, man. You got her asking him for $10,000, and want you trying to, I feel like set up wrong. You asking for $10,000 and why me $10,000? He's like, man, I'm gonna pay you when I see you. I'm gonna pay you in cash. And she's saying shit like, take a picture of the money. You trying to get this man for soliciting prostitution, man. There's no telling how long you been plotting this shit. I think, because if y'all been together for over 2 years, y'all was together when Shannon Sharpe had that Instagram live incident. So it could have all been back. If that wasn't you in the video, the Instagram live video, you probably felt a certain type of way. Shannon should know, dealing with certain females, when it's about money, it's going to end about money. If you start a relationship with money, it's got to end with money. It's always money. We living in a world where people are doing everything for money. Money, 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 money. At a tap of a link, you'll be sending someone money from anywhere across the world. Right? Just so happened, before you signed this big deal, now you're being accused of rape. A middle-aged 50-year-old guy is raping with 2 hip replacements. It's raping 19-year-olds. Come on, man. This shit look bad. I don't think he's gonna be convicted of the shit. I don't think he gonna. Come on. The lawyer, what is his name? Tony Brunsman. He's the same person that went out to is it Denny or R. Kelly? One of them. But he's known for being a guy that's going after celebrities with the money and shit like that. And also, because they was threatening to put out, I want to say, either the full recording of the phone call, no, a video of their sexual relationships. She was just gonna send it a clip to show that he's, forcing her to do certain things against her will. But you can't just send in a clip of a video or edited video. You have to send the actual video itself is from the actual source unedited. So she would need to turn in the whole video of the alleged sexual assault and show that, hey, this is him forcing me to do this and that against my will. Here's proof. You can't just send in a 30 second snippet of you being submissive to a guy that's being dominant and you seeming as if you're uncomfortable. Of course, you'll be uncomfortable if a person is doing that with you. A guy that outshines you like that is if y'all into the dominant bondage, the aggressive rough sex, of course it's gonna seem rough and awkward at some point in time. Especially if you edit it and clip it out at certain spots. Especially if you edit and clip it out at certain spots, yes, it's gonna look a certain type of way. So now they're saying she's not going to turn in any video of him potentially sexually assaulting her. My thing is, it seems like a weak case anyway. The only thing you really have is him saying, "When I see you, when I see you, I'm gonna choke you." If you keep asking me that, that's the only people are going crazy behind. If you've ever been in a relationship or been around people in a relationship or heard couples talk over the phone, sometimes people say certain shit when they get frustrated. It doesn't mean I'm going to actually do you something. I've seen couples actually do shit with each other and fuss and fight and tear it down and be right back in each other's faces. But nah, I don't think Shannon is a person that's forcing himself on the OnlyFans mouth. Man, you know what you got going on. You got liquor, you got a successful podcast, you on First Take. I don't think this man is finding OnlyFans women and forcing himself on them. You feel what I'm saying? You Shannon Sharpe, you could get all these females that, come on, man, they would do anything for you. I don't think a person of that caliber has to force himself upon someone and take it from you or have to beat you up because you're not complying when I could just get rid of your dumb ass. It's like back to what I was saying. Bitch, I don't need you, you need me. Why do I have to force myself on you? Why do I have to force you to listen? Why do I have to take it from you? Why do I have to smack you around or beat you up to get you to listen? Bitch, I'm gonna just go find someone that's gonna listen. It's as simple as that. I could just stop fucking with you. I don't need you. Yeah, OnlyFans, wow. Now you suing me. You trying to sue me for money that you've never seen a day in your life. You solicit your body on the internet and you want $50 million. You don't want me in jail. You want $50 million. Let's be for real on the real. So if you ask me, I don't think he'll, be found guilty in this. But I think like this is a lesson. This is a lesson, man. You need to tighten up. You need to tighten up. People getting on Stephen A. Saying, man, you not stepping up to bat for Shannon Sharpe, especially how you proclaim Jay-Z didn't do this and Jay-Z didn't do that when he got accused of certain things. The same shit Shannon Sharpe has been accused of. You ain't jumping out the window how you did with Jay-Z, and this was supposed to be your boy, right? I'm telling you, this shit real. You gotta protect your empire. All these brands and sponsorship, all these corporate eyes just looking at you, and you gotta shake hands with all these people and people you're doing contracts with, or about to do contracts with. And you say I'm gonna hook up with OnlyFans model? Come on, bro. Come on, man. They got women out here that wouldn't take a dime from you, would just enjoy being in a relationship with you, and would be your age. Shannon, it's alleged you telling this female shit. If you lose some more weight, I'll buy you some more tennis. And she's already a slim female, so that's your type, which is your type. But you gotta do better, man. You know. So man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit, man. Do y'all think Shannon Sharpe gonna beat that shit? Do y'all think he really sexually assaulted the OnlyFans model? Do you think she really gonna get the 50 million? Do you think gonna get less than that? What you think the outcome gonna be, man? How do y'all think he should have moved? What was the best way? What would have been the best way for Shannon Sharpe to move? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all get in the comments, man. Y'all like this shit, man. Y'all fuck with this shit, man. Y'all subscribe to this shit, man. We gonna keep putting shit out, man. You feel what I'm saying?